Pascal Okechukwu, aka Cubana Chief Priest. This video is not to mock you. I had advised you and Obi Cubana as my younger brothers because I'm quite older than both of you. Especially you who comes from Imo State like I do. And you didn't take that advice quite serious. I told you that you hardly know your Igbo people. When you took up the assignment of City Boy movement, you gave it your all. You threw yourself into it. You threw yourself so much into it that you were ready to denigrate your ethnic group. You were ready to insult the fathers of the land. You were ready to abuse everything about the Igbo in politics. And above all, you wanted to lecture Igbo people on how best to address their political issues in Nigeria. So, my younger brother, you had a hypothesis in your hand. And part of that, your hypothesis, is the fact you say you regretted supporting Obi. You are wiser, and you are a lot more knowledgeable. And then you knew the best way to go, and you pointed your Igbo people to the ways of Asuwaji Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And then you went home to try your hypothesis. I salute your courage to have gone into an election to represent your Olo, Oso, and Oru people at the House of Rep. And Ndimo responded back to you. So I guess you went home to test your hypothesis. And you got the result of your hypothesis. You got 14 votes out of 2,845 delegates. Everybody knows that delegate election is called an expert election. Expert election in the sense that few people go there to vote on behalf of others. So what happened there in Nigeria, where our electoral process is heavily dollarized and monetized, electoral collegiate system favors the man with the deepest pocket. And in that race, you were the man with the deepest pocket. You had name recognition. You had connection to the presidency at least. You were coordinator of City Boy, right? Movement in Imo State. You have a personal relationship with Sheikh Tinubu. And then you had your popularity as Cubana Chief Priest. And Owerri boy, a boy who grew up in Owerri, who spent time at Polytechnic in Nekede. So you have everything going for you. But you didn't have one thing. You were pretty ignorant of your people. The saying that Oha shiele otu onye na onye ofu onye amanricha ndi onye Oha shiri come to play in your case. You went home like a king who was going to lord and rule it over your people. And the people surprised you. I was telling you, you people don't understand the Igbo land. Don't understand the Igbo political system. Neither do you understand how the Igbo man reasons. So you tested your hypothesis and now you got an answer. 14 votes out of 2,845. That is less than 0.5%. In an election that favored you, you had all the advantages going with you, you could not pull it. So how come a man who could not pull an ordinary House of Rep election, how could such a person advise a big presidential aspirant, a big masquerade like Obi, on how to run an election? And how could such a person advise Igbo on the direction to go in politics? You will agree with me, my brother, that you are just a non-starter when it comes to politics. This is just your first baptism, but I salute your courage. You went into the race. There are other large-mouthed guys like Yele Dochie who've been running his mouth from pillar to post, who I am sure, if you send him to Nteje to go and run councillorship, we will lose. My brother Okechukwu, assuming that the election was was a populist election, like everybody in Osu, everybody in Oru, everybody in Olu, go and vote, you will still get less than 0.5%. That's something you don't know. Money does not rule the Igbo land. We are a people with money. We are a people that conquer money. But money does not rule us. That is the reason our kings does not tell us what to do. Because we are Republican in nature. We believe in Ohakarasi. Democracy started with us. It didn't start in Greek. Our system naturally, is inbuilt for democratic thing. That's the reason we are the most intelligent voters in Nigeria. Go and check the track record of all those we have supported. The only presidents, 2 presidents that became presidents in Nigeria that did not win votes in Igbo land are happen to be Buhari and Tinubu. And these 2 candidates are the worst presidents we have had in our history. It shows you that Igbo people know the people that are good for the business. They know the people who will fix the land. That is the point. The Igbo people do not vote because he's their brother. I taught you that before. They vote because that is the best candidate. Tinubu did not win in Igbo land, and he will not win in Igbo land again. Because he's a very horrible president. His policies are horrible. Buhari was a horrible president. His policies were horrible, and he did not win in Igbo land. We know those we cannot support. Check people like Goodluck Ebele Jonathan we supported. The economy grew a lot under Goodluck Jonathan. Check Obasanjo, we supported Obasanjo even against our own dear beloved Ikemba. Check how Obasanjo did. This is how we vote. We supported Yar'Adua, peace be upon his soul. Yar'Adua was an excellent president. Okay? So check our record and those we don't support. And now we are supporting Obi. Obi is better 100 times than Tinubu. This is how we vote. We don't vote because you are our brother. We vote because you are the best man for the business. And also people know that, okay, Chukwu, you are not prepared to go to the House of Rep. You will go to the House of Rep to exhibit rascality. My brother, you know it. You will go there to go and exhibit braggadocio. And braggadocio is not what the people want. The people want a man who is calm, cool, calculated, that could go there and speak the mind of the people. And that's actually what happened to you. I know you're going to blame His Excellency Hope Uzodinma. I'm not a fan of Hope Uzodinma. Hope Uzodinma did not take the vote from you. I know you'll be inclined to saying the governor did, the governor doesn't want me. It has nothing to do with the governor. If they do populist election where everybody will vote, you will still lose. If by mistake you get into that race, okay, Chukwu, you will still lose. You are not prepared. Igbos know how to vet their representatives. You are not one of them yet. You tested your hypothesis and you saw what happened. It is time for you to go home and reassess things before you speak. My brother, but I salute you. You have the courage, to have gone into that race, to try it out. And for that, you earn my respect. For loud-mouthed people like Yala Dochie, who should have been focused on his Asaba movie production, who keep talking, blah, blah, blah. I'm challenging him to go to Integer and test his own hypothesis. And Igbo people will give him an answer. Try again, brother. Calm down and try again. You might be able to, I'm sure you have learned 1 or 2 things from this your colossal and abysmal failure.
Now, I've been seeing a lot of video concerning Cubana chief priest. And I don't laugh at people's misfortune. I really don't. Instead, I try to make some sense out of the occurrence. If you're one of those laughing at Cubana chief priest, please don't. You see, Cubana chief priest, unfortunately, falls under the categories of Igbos who do not have self-worth. Now, you might look at chief priest as having so much money, a billionaire, but the truth is that he's one of many Igbos who don't even realize the place of Igbos in Nigeria, how the rest of the politicians in Nigeria view Igbos. Now, There are a group of Nigerians who see Igbos as best something to be used or people to be used, second class in Nigeria. Cubana chief priest falls under a group of Igbo people who believe that they can only please others by displeasing their own. You can work to achieve the benefit of others, believing that the people you are working for are going to give you what you want. And the price you should pay for them is working against your own community or working against the interests of your own people. And you don't know that the people you are working for, plus you and the person you are working against, they don't have your interest at heart. Now, Chief Priest took his money and organized the City Boys movement, working against Peter Obi. Only to get what? I heard he get 15 votes out of 2,850 votes. 15. For the billions of naira you spent, for the hundreds of buses you bought for the City Boys movement. All for what? You see, it pays to follow what is good. Because you can't write what is good. You can't script what is good. It comes natural. It is organic. And only people with good heart will identify with what is good. I did a video about the nature of Igbos. But you see, if only Cubana chief priest, if when I look at you, I've not met Cubana chief priest one-on-one, I've not seen him, but if I look at his aura, I don't think he's a bad person. I really don't think, forget his money. Beyond his money, I think he's just he's really a naive person. I hope he sees this video. I hope he sees this video because there's an opportunity to make amends. It's still not too late yet. Because most Igbo men feel they want to compete with other Igbo men or show that they are more relevant than other Igbos. You don't believe in working together. You don't believe in coming together. That money you wasted for city boys, bring it to village boys. That money you want, did I say village boy in the other? I hope I didn't say he funded the village, city boys. That money you use for city boys, bring it to work for village boys. So it's amazing that people can just in the case of Chief Priest, I believe it's pure political naivety. So if you know him and you are close to him, tell him that it's not too late.
So Cubana Chief Priest lost his primary elections, and it's funny. I should join other Nigerians to laugh at him. He's done too much in recent time, turned himself to becoming a parrot, a talkative, and whatever he's getting, how he deserves it. However, I am a bit worried, and I'm worried because it is getting clearer every day that the kind of politics that our politicians play, or the political system plays, or the political actors play, it's getting demonic by the day, because this is utter betrayal. By the way, I'm sorry, I'm not in my regular city today. I'm in London for an event, and if you're in London, you can pull up. This is the poster of the event. It's happening, and then later today, and I hope to see if you can. It's not possible that Cubana Chief Priest did not have the blessings of maybe the governor before he went ahead to this level. He would have defected, or he joined the party, he started to mobilize support, put in effort, whether he put in money or he got money, but they were work done. And then he thought he's going to get the ticket. Guess who defeated him? The incumbent. So you see, our politics is a bit more dynamic than we think it is. And if you have interest in the Nigerian political game, you want to join, this is something to learn from. Betrayal. And at this point now, he cannot do anything. He has to continue to work. That's why you see how they recruit disciples that continue to work and do all of the things they do. Now, they refuse you to have access to power in the first place. And then you are tied down. Now you begin to work. They tell you for you to get it, they promise you the next 4 years. So before you get it, you need to be loyal. And so that level of loyalty comes from level of brutal work. You're going to see Cubana Chief Priest now. he will become a brutal because he wants to get it the next 4 years. And that was how they build loyalty for several years. And when these guys finally get power, they have been used. Whatever Cubana chief priest wanted to do, because he has not got deep into politics, it wasn't going to be for the benefit of them. So they dealt with him. They stopped him. They halted his pace. Now, in the next 4 years, he's going to be properly discipled into the kind of politics Nigeria play. The wickedness that comes, the lack of focus, the unconcentrated focus on the people. You begin to learn politics of all of the bad politics. The type of politics that no centric politics that doesn't care about the people. When he finally get this power, whether in 4 or 8 years, he's already indoctrinated. It becomes a part and parcel of them. It will not be different. This is a worry. So as much as you are laughing, consider this. This is a betrayal. This betrayal is for the political good of them, but not for the benefit. I'm not saying Cubana tributes would have brought better governance, but I'm saying that in case he had interest to provide some level of sanity in the political process, they have now sent him to a training school. This is an academy for him. The next election, the next couple of elections, he is going to go through it. And this is how they have continued to use the best of us. I was telling somebody, I said, did you follow Dino Melaye's exploits as a student senior leader? You want to know what Keyamo did as an activist? These people, you will think that as they got into politics, but you see, our political system, I hear a lot of people say he's demonic, he's this and that, he's blah, blah, blah. Guy. Beyond that, this is the place where they indoctrinate you. This is the incubating process. This is all of the things happening. And by this, it will deal with you. You will not be soaked into them. When you have the chance, you'll be worse than the people that have been there. So they will not just allow you to come and they will give you access. This is an APC is heavy in this kind of politics. The game is to ensure that you do not have access to power easily, because there is a game, there is a roadmap. There is a vision of these political people, but it's all good.
Good day to our viewers all over the world and welcome back to Local Journal. It's no longer news that Cubana chief priest lost out in his election bid in the just concluded APC primaries. And there is one lesson everyone needs to learn. The thing is this: you need to be very, very mindful, and you need to be very aware of like what's happening within your locality. You need to be self-aware and you need to be calculative in everything you do. You know the sentiment of your people and you know what they are agitating for. You understand their sentiment and you know how they are being marginalized in the country. I, for one, when it comes to presidency, I think the only people that should give a shot at it at the moment deservingly are the Igbo people. Why? Because since the return of democracy, they've never produced any president. And it's duly their turn to produce a president. However, the current president is a Yoruba man, and the Yorubas have benefited from this whole arrangement. So, one would literally have thought that this guy would have supported Peter Obi wholeheartedly, owing to the fact that they are being marginalized and Obi is actually the right person amongst all the candidates we have presently in Nigeria to be voted in that position due to his resume and his honesty and his prudency. And that is it. But because of your selfish interest, you went into an agreement with the APC, claiming to be the leader of City Boys movement in the East. But what is the repercussion now? This is not a child's play. Now you wasted your money to purchase nomination form, and this is what you've gotten. This is just a tip of an iceberg if you don't retrace your step. This video is not to mock you, but to tell you that it's not too late for you to retrace your step and join your people. It's your people that will make you whatsoever thing you want to become in politics in this country. As much as Godfather can handpick you and say, okay, you are going to be a flag bearer, if your people don't vote you, it's going to be very difficult for even your master at the top to bring you to power or to bring you to that place. And they've seen, these people know how politics is played. They know that you don't have that aura of acceptance amongst your people, and you are just used to give APC the publicity needed in the southeastern part of the country, nothing more. That's where your relevance reaches, and that's where it stops. And if I can say without mincing words, you've just been used and dumped. That's just the thing. You've succeeded in ruining your reputation amongst your people, your clans, and even people you enjoy goodwills from them. And now you've also you're trying to destroy taint your business. You can see your other partner, Obi Cubana. He's trying all his possible best to withdraw himself, even though he has not made it public. But the thing is this: you have to take this step of withdrawing yourself from that place and joining the right camp that aligns with the sentiment of your people before it's too late. This is my opinion. Drop what you think about this in the comment section, and if today is your first time to visit our channel, please kindly like, share and subscribe to our channel.